Hello, everybody. I hope that you're having an excellent day. Today is Tuesday. We are in the last week of September, the most Mexican month of the year. And you're welcome to one more session of learning English with the Beatles. Today we are going to continue with the Beatles, Volume 2. This one, okay, and the song is Boys. This song was sung by Ringo Starr. It's a rock and roll, a nice rock and roll. So first of all, let me share the screen and let's look for the lyrics. Boys, lyrics with the Beatles. And here we have. I've been told when a boy kisses a girl, I've been told, I think that something is missing here, and that's the contraction for I have. I've been told when a boy kisses a girl. Me han dicho que cuando un muchacho besa a una chica, take a trip around the world, toma un viaje alrededor del mundo. Hey, hey, Bob Shuro, Bob Shuro. This is just like la 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 la, okay? Just sounds to be an ornament for the song. Hey, 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 and yeah, she said you do. She say, ella dice que tú lo haces, okay? My girl says when I kiss her lips, mi chica dice que cuando beso sus labios, gets a thrill through her fingertips. Tiene una emoción a través de sus fingertips, las yemas de sus dedos. Just let me be sure about thrill. Let's ask Google Translate. And we have thrill, emoción, okay? And let me see if a thrill in my fingernails is an expression or something. No. What does the condition of your fingernails say about your health? No, it seems that it's like literal, okay? So we have, my girl says, when I kiss her lips, gets a thrill through her fingertips. Mi chica dice que cuando le beso sus labios, ella tiene una emoción a través de sus yemas. Hey, hey, what, hey, hey, okay. We all talk, well, I talk about boys. Don't you know I mean boys? Well, I talk about boys. Now, boys. Bueno, yo hablo de los chicos. No sabes que me refiero a los chicos. Yo hablo acerca de los chicos. Now, boys. Well, I talk about boys now. What a bundle of joys. All right, George. What a bundle of joy. It must be like too much joy. But let us Google Translate. What a bundle, qué manojo de alegría, qué montón de alegría, okay? And all right, George, muy bien, George. My girl says when I kiss her lips, gets a thrill through her fingertips. Hey, hey, Bob, sure up, Bob, sure up. Well, I talk about boys, don't you know I mean boys? And there's a repetition. Just for curiosity, let's see if we have something with this in Google Translate. No, it's only noise, only sing, only shalala. Okay, now the story of the song. Boys is a song written by Luther Dixon, an American songwriter, record producer, and singer, and Wess Farrell, an American musician, songwriter, and record producer. Originally recorded by the Shirelles. The Shirelles were an American girl group formed in Passaic, New Jersey. In New York City, as the B-side of their Will You Love Me Tomorrow? Will you love me tomorrow? It was recorded more than 2 years later by the Beatles and included on their debut album in the United Kingdom, Please Please Me, 1963. Okay. And then we have the Shirelles version. In 1960, the American girl group The Shirelles released Boys as B-sides. Okay, that's all the information that we have. In the meantime, about the Beatles versions, we have that the Beatles version was recorded at Abbey Road Studios on February 11, 1963, in a single take. It is Ringo Starr's first recorded lead vocal with the Beatles. As the 5th track of the Beatles' first album, Please Please Me, represents the first time many fans heard Ringo singing a lead vocal. This version bears many similarities to Ray Charles' What I Say, particularly during the chorus verses. February 11 was a marathon day for the Beatles because they recorded 10 of the 14 tracks they needed for Please Please Me. 10 of 14, oh my gosh. The band also included another song by the Shirelles, Baby It's You, on the album. We saw Baby It's You. The Beatles did not concern themselves about possible homosexual undertones that go with singing a song about boys. Although they altered the gender pronouns employed on the Shirelles version, My Girl Says I Kiss Her Lips. In an October 2005 Rolling Stone interview, Paul McCartney stated, any one of us could hold the audience. Ringo would do Boys, which was a fan favorite with the crowd, and it was great. So if you think about it, here's us doing a song, and it was really a girl's song. I talk about boys now, or it was a gay song, but we never even listened. It's just a great song. I think that's one of the things about youth. You just don't give a shit. I love the innocence of those days. McCartney also said Ringo always used to do a song in the show. Back then, he had boys. It was a little embarrassing because it when I'm talking about boys, yeah, boys. It was a Shirelles hit, and they were girls singing it. But we never thought we should call it girls just because Ringo was a boy. We just sang in the way they sang it, and never consider any implications. Boys had always been the Beatles' drummer song during their cavern days. Pete Best sang it at that time, and it was their main drummer song until 1964. Coincidentally, Starr also sang the song for his solo spot with Rory Storm and the Hurricanes, and Celia Black would sometimes join him on stage, sharing the microphone. Best released his sound version of the song in 1965. A live version of the song was included on the Beatles' live album, The Beatles at the Hollywood Bowl, first released in 1977 and re-released in 2016 as the Live at the Hollywood Bowl. Recorded on 23 August 1964, Boys was the first track to be released on digital download and streaming platforms 1 week prior to full remastered album release on 9 September 2016. The Beatles version of the song is playable on the Beatles Rock Band video game. On February 9, 2014, Ringo performed Boys as part of the final of the CBS 50th anniversary special of the Beatles for S. Sullivan Show, appearance on February 9, 1964, and later performing again with the help of Green Day for his Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction. Joe Walsh performed the song as part of a virtual concert celebrating Ringo Starr's 18th birthday. Ringo Starr, vocals, drums. John Lennon, rhythm guitar, backing vocals. Paul McCartney, bass, backing vocals. George Harrison, lead guitar, backing vocals. And the engineer, Norman Smith, and personnel, Ian McDonald. And that's what we have for this song. Boys, nothing to do with a gay issue. It was only a rock and roll song that I hope that you enjoyed. As well, I hope that you enjoy these sessions of learning English with the Beatles. Have an excellent day and see you soon in one more session. Bye-bye. So long. Goodbye. That's all.